right. Hello, everybody. I just wanted to stop in and have a quick touch base with you and tell you what's been going on with me as the last few weeks and why I haven't been producing a lot of content as I usually do. And that is the reason why I'm having a quick live stream now at this unusual hour, is to stop in and say that I'm just waiting. The pain medication in my mouth is going to wear off pretty soon, and I won't be able to talk to you. It's getting uncomfortable even now. But I won't show you because YouTube and everything, but in this little bag here is the macabre collection of trophies of the teeth that I've been having extracted from my skull. Hey, Adam. And that's basically what's been going on. So today I just had two teeth, a molar, two molars, one wisdom tooth and another one impacted behind it, taken out. And previously I had another two on this side taken out, so I can eat on that side or I can eat on this side. So it's taken some time, and I have to heal up and everything. But in the background here, you can see my wonderful 100,000 subscriber trophy. Yay! So that's cool. You were wondering, yeah. Hey, Greensmith. So I'll try and do some more sort of podcasty episodes where I just sort of talk and stuff, but like the whole taking lots of painkillers and doing the whole editing process, and I mean, yeah, I can't put in the usual amount of effort and concentration that I normally do. It is what it is. But as a YouTuber, I have to keep working. I can't stop producing content for extended periods of time to look after myself. I really do have to keep on working and produce stuff for you. Plus, it makes me feel good putting out videos. So, yeah, I get a sense of accomplishment, and it distracts me from the pain of the teeth and stuff. Yeah, these ones are really gonna hurt. So the dentist was like sweating, like getting swabbed by the assistant, and she had to call in every tool that she had. She even messed up and stabbed me in the palate at one stage, so that's gonna have to heal as well. That's gonna hurt. No, just not an accident or anything. Just this is how long I'm old, and my teeth weren't that great in the first place. Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know that I am doing okay. Yeah, I've had lots of teeth pulled. So what's going to happen? This is like the precursor. This is getting rid of the problematic teeth that are causing me pain and health problems now, right? But in February, just after Valentine's Day, I'm going to go to a dental surgeon in Tauranga, which is a city I live nearby, and they're going to do a whole consultation and stuff, and then I'm going to have all my natural teeth taken out and have implants replaced, my entire jaw, my entire teeth set with new ones. Yeah, dental stuff really sucks, particularly when you're like a 48-year-old man like me. Getting your teeth out is a fairly major deal. When I was younger and I got a tooth out, it was nowhere near as bad as it is when you're older. You have teeth? Yeah, I do. Yeah, the dentist was saying, "Oh, it's such a pity that you're getting rid of those lower teeth as well because they're so good." I'm like, "Nah, they're not really, and they're really just there to keep the bone density good." Yeah, it does suck, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna pop out the chat here. It is what it is. Unfortunately, I have not been blessed with the greatest, most strongest teeth in the entire universe. Oh, well, living in New Zealand, as I do, dental care is nowhere near as expensive. So, for example, getting those two teeth pulled with extra anesthetic and the extra time and effort involved only cost me $600. So I could pay it on the spot. So it's a massive difference. Even that is more expensive than the islands or India and places like that. Like New Zealanders even travel over to the islands to get their teeth done. But compared to what Americans pay for dental care and things like that, it's nothing. Criminally sexy croissants. I like it. Do you think Dungeon Dad would play some Palladium games with me? Has he said that he plays Palladium? I haven't actually discussed that with him, I don't think. I don't know. I'd be more than happy to. I was also looking, I've been reading through Champions as well. I bought the Champions 6th edition book. Yeah, it's very affordable. The implants, no, they're not very cheap, but they're lifelong, you know. Luxury bones, yeah. Thanks, Logan. You pay 600 per tooth, yeah, or more, I'd imagine. Oh, 600 is nothing compared to like the relief of not having to deal with that pain anymore. Hey, Sir William. $2,000 had one molar pulled. Wow. Do I ever play Shadowrun? No, I've never actually played Shadowrun. I really should. It's quite good. Although I hear that the rulebook is difficult to navigate, and that's a factor. You haven't heard? Oh, Palladium's still going strong, man. I really love Palladium books. I've got quite a collection of them. How would I run a pacifist game? Probably a city campaign, Nikolai, with lots of intrigue and like between different guilds. Mercantile games are really good like that. Like where it's mainly about trading and getting ahead and paying off family debts and things like that. You can play a pacifist game that because merchants don't want to get into fights, right? But they have just as many adventures and things like spoilage and storms and, you know, upkeep and costs and opportunities, things like that. Like, you know, you can play quite an exciting fantasy game where you play not a warrior, but somebody who's living in a fantasy world who has to deal with like just trying to get ahead financially and stuff. Oh, you just got all your teeth pulled, Beard Explode. Hope you're doing okay. No, I did not, Mr. L. I'm quite looking forward to putting my feet up and watching some videos. No, I've never used a night twist. Taxes, yeah. Yep, Indestructible Boy does have a very good merchant class, and a cook class, and a pugilist, and various others. I don't know if he did the pugilist, but he was involved. Right. Well, what I have been doing is I have been reading up on the ethereal plane, as you know. And I'm going to be continuing doing my audio podcasty sort of things. So if you do have any questions about the ethereal realm and things like that, and any like ideas for adventures or like would this work or would that not work, put them into those comments section under that video. I read all the comments under my videos, and they really do inspire me quite a lot, and that directs me as to what I should be talking about in my next episodes. Mainly, I'm going to be focusing on the deep ethereal demi-planes and the creatures which live in the ethereal plane. So there's a bit like ebon tigers and dowers and parasites and little flying snakes and all sorts of stuff. There's all sorts of life that lives in the ethereal plane. Yeah, yeah. Life becomes more and more like Shadowrun every day. I am also a bit of a night owl. Games by Mark Wolf. Combine. I was just looking at your name, Combine, and thought, I haven't seen you before. Long time lurker. Doing a great job. Thank you, man. Hey, take Kieran. Oh, that'd be fun. A game with Jordan, Mr. X, the Dungeon Dudes, and myself. Who would be the DM? Will we like do hot seat round table it? So each take a turn DMing. That'd be fun. I do have a game coming up. I have been in a game of Innistrad. Lurker gang rise up. Hey, thanks, Elliot. If I asked if you would consider playing some Palladium so people get exposure to it, I believe right before your surgery, and you said maybe on Dungeon Dad's channel, Heroes Unlimited. Oh, okay. Well, I do actually have some games where I was running Heroes Unlimited on my channel. I don't know if I have those publicly listed, but I'll list them on the Discord channel. How's that? It was a while ago. And it was quite an unusual Heroes Unlimited game because we were playing the Tick universe, which uses sub-minor superpowers. Long story. Hey, thanks, Hayes. Well, that's the idea. Basically, what I'm trying to do is inspire people to make cool games. Any tips to roleplay a gnome druid? Gnomes are very sort of in tune with burrowing animals mostly. So having them come up and like get messages and things like that from badgers and things who would come up and give them information and things. Spoon. All right, I'm going to take off, gang, because this is starting to the painkillers are starting to wear off, and I'm going to have to go onto my own regimen of sad little over-the-counter painkillers. It's really, really going to hurt. Oh, hey Moonring. The existential ethereal theory that they actually evolved in the ethereal plane is an interesting idea. Unfortunately, they have some other origin stories. You've never even played D&D? Oh. Chew on plantain, not the banana, the weed. No thanks. First of all, we don't even have any here. I live on the other side of the world. 100k is not enough. It's a lot. It's a lot. When I started out, there were no D&D YouTubers that were anywhere near 100,000. I think the top was like 60,000 subscribers or something like that. Well, in fact, the top YouTuber for D&D is now no longer making YouTube videos. As far as I can tell, he's gone. What's a good online forum to play D&D? I would say that Roll20 is probably the best because it is the most popular. What you want to do is you want to gravitate towards the platforms that have the largest player base, essentially. Even if it's a lesser technically able platform than any other, you just want to go to the densest number of people so that you can get the games that you want and the frequency that you want. So yeah, Roll20 would be my go-to. Most of the games that I run online or that have been run for me, because I've been doing a lot of playing and not a lot of DMing lately, are on Roll20. So we have a combination of like a Discord chat or Zoom chat or something like that, and Roll20 as well. Yeah, Discord and physical props and great camera angles is probably ideal for me. I would like I like that table feel. I'm not so much the VTT sort of person, because I don't like all the distraction of maps and things like that. I don't know when I'll do my next live stream. It'll probably be next week sometime. But I just wanted to stop in and tell you why I'm not doing live streams at the moment. Shard, yep. Yeah, Shard, Fantasy Grounds, Astral, Roll20, there's others. Hey, Big Bay Wolf. Yeah, I'm the same way, Ahmed. People come and go though. Platforms tend to stay. You never know. It might get bought out and go under new management. We can only hope. I mentioned the spell Lemon's tiny chest, Lemon's secret chest in the video, and it's a way to get to the ethereal plane in older editions. I wonder why they took it out. Sounds like a fun little hag trick. Yeah, I think you could just ignore it. Ignore the whole like only living, non-living material can go in there. The idea is that I guess they wanted it. If you're in ethereal form, you can't go through living things. Even dense materials like lead and stuff, anything that'll stop X-rays will stop ethereal creatures from going through. Even like diamond, I think, stops ethereal creatures from passing through it for the most part. I mean, it has to be like a diamond wall, not just like a diamond. And they can't pass through living things. Even a wall that is covered in ivy will effectively block ethereal creatures. And as I describe some of the monsters and horrors that can pop out of the ethereal realm to nab you, you'll understand why some wizards do this. And particularly psychics. Psychics have to deal with ethereal parasites. How does one get a diamond wall? You manifest it in the ethereal plane, of course. Or you carve it out of a wall of a mountain of diamond in the elemental plane of earth. Leviathan teaches us to suffer the pain without painkillers. Well, thankfully, I'm not a follower of Leviathan. Hey, thanks, Demon Inquisition. Really can do with the live stream donations. First time catching a stream in a while. Yeah, just stopping by for a moment though. Sadly, happy holidays and have a great one. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody who celebrates it, or whatever else you call it if you don't want to call it Thanksgiving, or just eating day. Hey, Mr. Eccentric, I'm good, thanks. He says in an automatic response. I'm actually not. I'm just popping into the live stream here to tell people that I've just had dental, like 4 teeth ripped out of my skull. So I'm not going to be very active. Christmas is kind of a non-event for me this year. Basically, our family went on a chartered fishing trip the other day. And caught some Cherokee. I caught a John Dory, which is quite unusual. That was our Christmas present to each other. It was a good time. Pretty rough boat, but it was a good time. Like when you're getting on a charter boat and it's kind of grubby, and the deckhand comes out and he's like got a dislocated shoulder or something, and he's like, I can't really do anything. I like dislocated my shoulder and stuff. It's fun, and you're like, do you have life jackets and flares and stuff? And it's like, yeah, we were good, but it felt very much like I was about to go hunting jaws. Yeah. Any questions that you have about demiplanes and ethereal realm and stuff, put those in the comments section of that video so that I can be informed what questions you're asking me, so I can address those in the next ethereal plane video. I don't really have the time or mental wherewithal to answer the questions about it right now. Particularly also because I'm still researching a lot of that stuff as well. Like one of the whoopsies that I made in that conversational style thing was when I was talking about the ethereal plane being able to reach any other plane, and I was talking about upper planes as well. I mentioned a few. The ethereal plane does not touch on the upper planes. You have to go through the astral plane to touch on the upper planes, the outer planes, I should say. It's kind of deceptive because there is no inner or outer or upper or lower. They all coexist in the same space per se. They're just different dimensional vibrations. So the reason why the ethereal plane doesn't touch on those upper planes is because it's like if you were trying to brain. It's like if you were trying to sift material with too big of a grid, it would just fall through. You know what I mean? So the higher up the planes you go, the smaller the grid gets and the smaller the stuff you catch, sort of thing. It's a bad metaphor. But like you have to go through those vibrational states to get there. So you can't just go from low gear to high gear. Oh, that's a better way of putting it. The high mental gear states are the conceptual realms of the astral, where the gods and stuff come from. And the ethereal plane is what was there before the astral plane existed. Bilbo, I'm basically going to continue on with, I'll show you the list here. This is my list book. Basically going to continue on with, this is old monsters from previous monster manuals and things. These are mostly viewer requests and things of monsters that I do, and I cross them off as I go. So you can see I've got a lot of stuff to get through. Plus, I'm kind of on the ethereal plane kick at the moment because it's really fascinating, and I've discovered that there's a lot of information about the ethereal plane that people just don't know, that old school players take for granted that we know, but really hasn't been covered in 5th edition at all. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and listening to me ramble for a short amount of time. I know it's only been like 20 minutes or so, but I got to go and take some R&R now and look after myself. So I'll catch you all later. Yeah, it's red for the blood of adventurers. Yeah, it's true. My red book. Take care, everybody. Wear your masks, get vaccinated, all that stuff. Don't do it for you, do it for everybody else. Much love to the States. Love you guys.